We're going to go from standard form to vertex form. There's two ways that we can do this. Number one, we can complete the square, which I know you guys are cringing at, but just bear with me. It's not as bad the second time around. The second way we can do it, which is your preferred method if you don't have to complete the square, is by grabbing a, h, and k. The completing the square problem is in your third set of examples, example number 1 from your note sheet. The first thing we want to do is move this 4 over to the other side because it is not a perfect square on the right-hand side. So it's going to be y minus 4 equals negative 2x squared plus 12x. This doesn't work if you have a coefficient in front of x squared. So you can either divide every single term here by the negative 2, or you can just factor it out over here on the right-hand side. I'm going to factor it out. So it's going to be y minus 4 equals negative 2 times x squared minus 6x. Okay, this is the square that we're completing. This is really a x squared plus bx plus c. So my b value is negative 6. We are going to cut b in half and get negative 3. We're going to square that and get 9. This is going to become important again in a minute. The 9 is what we're going to add in here. So we're going to add the 9 in here. We also have to add something on the other side, but it's not just 9. If I multiplied this whole thing out, the 9 times the negative 2 would give me negative 18. So I actually have to add negative 18 on the left-hand side. Again, if you have a coefficient, you got to multiply this by the coefficient and then put it on the other side. So over here we've got y minus 22. Over here we've got negative 2 times some nice square that we've just completed. That's where the b over 2 value comes in. If you don't want to remember how to factor this, you just stick the b over 2 value in here with x, and you're done with completing the square. To finalize the vertex form, though, we're going to move the negative 22 back over to this side. So it's going to be y equals negative 2 times x minus 3 squared plus the 22. Now, if you don't love having to complete the square, and if you don't have to complete the square, then I want you guys to do this method. So we're going to take the same problem, except we're just going to grab a, h, and k. So my a value is already here. It's negative 2. My h value is negative b over 2a, so that's going to be negative 12 over 2 times negative 2. Negative 12 over negative 4 equals 3. My k value is going to be, after I plug in the 3, I'm going to get a k value out of here. So it's negative 2 times 3 squared plus 12 times 3 plus 4. That's going to give me, let's see, negative 18 plus 36 plus 4 looks like 18 plus 4, which looks like 22. All right, so that's my k value. I've got a, I've got h, I've got k. I'm just going to write them all together and say that y equals negative 2 times x minus my h value squared plus 22. I want you to notice that this is exactly the same thing that we got up here, so we did this correctly.